ICCR allowed us the opportunity to have a very real conversation about what was happening in our community.
My personal connection with the DA's office, the police department, it all has greatly influenced due to ICCR.
The structure and resources that ICCR brought to us were really helpful in identifying both things that we were doing right and wanted to keep doing, but also things that we wanted to change and improve.
You have law enforcement in these small communities that don't have the resources. They don't have the most cutting edge training. They don't understand maybe all the resources that are available to them. And so really, ICCR fills those gaps and builds those bridges in communities.
District Attorney, our Crime Victims Coordinator, Family Crisis Center, our Ravenville Police Department, ICCR helped bridge those gaps. And it gave us a new insight as to ways to perfect whether it was documents or policy, responding to domestic violence.
Our role is not to go in and tell a community how to do what they're doing. That is not who we are. Our role really is to come alongside those communities and help them learn about each other, help them learn best practices that can ultimately help their survivors and hold offenders accountable.
Sometimes you can get isolated geographically, and it feels like, oh, we're the only ones that have this weird problem. We're super weird. Our area is really strange, and that's not the case. It's the nature of doing this work in a rural environment, and they've helped explain that.
We can teach law enforcement all day. We can teach prosecutors all day. We can give advocates all the tools and resources all day long. We're not going to solve an issue until all three of those critical elements know how to work together, know what each other does, and know how to bridge the gaps to where they're all communicating for the greater good of that victim.
ICCR stands for Institute for Coordinated Community Response, and it is a program where we work with a law enforcement officer, a prosecutor, and an advocate to improve systems response to domestic violence.
And then what if I'm at home and my husband breaks me? Where does that?
It goes to family violence.
Okay.
I don't think we would be where we are in regards to our CCR had we not had the ICCR involved in helping us find that direction and really bring us to the table to talk about what is working, what's not working, and how can we make it better. I think without having that person and their expertise, we may not be where we are today, which is starting our CCR and really changing how we respond to domestic violence in our small community.
It helped us to validate some of our issues that we had been bringing up as a group, and it also helped us to bring resources to our community that weren't there before.
Seeing how rural communities have struggled and knowing that there's a program like this that exists is amazing. I know communities across the country, both rural, suburban, and urban, struggle with coordinated community response sustainability. So being able to do it on a small scale in rural communities is wonderful.
Every community has unique issues, and we know that. So we tailor our curriculum to what is needed in that community.
We've found the specific trainings and the specific sessions that go towards what we're wanting to improve in our county. And so we're able to bridge that gap of what the ICCR showed us and now seeing additional training on how to go forward with it. So it's really a perfect bridge of what we wanted to know and how now to try to some techniques, some ideas to be able to put that into place.
Definitely improves not only the programs that are connected to it, but the community.
I can tell you that my team, they were already awesome to begin with, but they just made us more awesome.